guys, I'm Aussie Villain and welcome back to the Chicago Cubs. Today we play through the off-season, free agency, all that kind of stuff to try and build the best team that we can for Season 3 that hopefully with Bruce Crabb in charge will see us reaching to this point, which is of course the playoffs. Now behind me is the Minnesota Twins, that is awaiting the winners of the Rangers and the Mariners. We're going to have our end of season awards though right now, so when we come back from that we'll find out who's won the World Series, and of course at the end of season awards we'll find out who you voted as MVP. So let's head off to those now.
Go Cubs go, go Cubs go. Hey Chicago, what do you say? The Cubs are gonna win today.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's the Chicago Cubs end of season awards. Thank you everybody. Thank you so much Chicago. Thank you and welcome to our end of season awards. It's been a season of disappointment, to be honest. We were worse than last season, which is probably just down to the fact Mancini didn't become the best player in baseball randomly. But anyway, we'll have a strong off-season. We'll look to build, come back better, and Wrigley Field will be bouncing again, I promise you. We still have 106 years before I've broken this record anyway. You've waited longer, so you can wait even longer again, I'm sure. So anyway, well done, boys. 106 years. We're going to win it in that time. The first award today is for the pitcher with the most wins, and this guy just continues to impress me. He was a nobody. We put him in the starting rotation, and he became a somebody, damn it. 10 wins. Congratulations goes to Chris Clark. The next award is for the highest batting average, and this guy just came out of nowhere, arrived on our doorstep, was adopted, and batted .278 this rookie season. Congratulations. The winner of the highest batting average is William McQuaid. The next award is the Golden Bullseye, awarded to the player hit most by pitchers. And, well, when you turn up out of nowhere and just run the batting lineup, pitchers don't like you. And, well, he got suspended once for fighting. Got hit 11 times, though, so that's 10 you owe next season, mate. Congratulations. It could be a clean sweep yet. William McQuaid. The next award is the Golden Anchor, awarded to the player who drags us down by hitting into the most double plays. And we brought this guy in to be a defensive gem, and he's proving that he is only a defensive gem. 19 double plays he grounded into. Just strike out, mate. We're better off for it. Congratulations, Thomas Nido. The next award is the Golden Boot, awarded to the pitcher who has issued the most walks. And I think this guy won the award last season as well, so we've got a very, very good walker on our hands here. 64 times, started in the starting rotation, ended in the bullpen. Congratulations, Justin Steele. The next award is the Golden Glasses, awarded to the hitter who just struggles a little bit and has struck out the most times. And, well, this guy made me look a bit of a fool on occasions, but he did come up from AA, so he'll be better next season, hopefully. 156 times he struck out in his rookie season. Congratulations, Joshua Mears. The next award is the Golden K, awarded to the pitcher with the most strikeouts. And this guy just sort of came out of nowhere. I think we traded for him last season. He became a starting pitcher and then led the team in strikeouts. Only 129. Would like to add at least 100 onto this for next season for the winner, please, guys. But congratulations nonetheless, Ronnie Enriquez. The next award is the Golden K for the man who sweeps clean the bases, the man with the most RBIs. And for a rookie season to get over 100 RBIs is just a phenomenal effort. So 102 was the end tally, I should say. So congratulations, the Golden Broom goes to William McQuaid. Now it is time to acknowledge the pitcher with the best ERA, and this guy has just been Mr. Reliable for us. It's a shame about the injury, but an ERA this season of 190. Congratulations, Reese Olson. The next award is for most home runs hit, and again, this guy, he's almost cleaned up everything this afternoon. We have got him with 32 home runs in a rookie season. Again, William McQuaid, mate, absolute freak. Now it is time to award the horse's ass for this season, and well, Seiya Suzuki's been let off this season because the man who's won the horse's ass is the man who made me look like a horse's ass for thinking he'd hit a home run when he'd just been caught right in the left field corner. So Joshua Mears, you are the horse's ass, mate, not me. It is time now to acknowledge this season's best pitcher. Now, as ever, there is a formula we use to determine this, and that, along with all of tonight's winners, is down in the description of the video. But in third place with a score of 20.57 is the closer, Carlos Vargas. In second place with a score of 22.9 is the man he replaced as closer, Matt Cantarino. I think his first name's Matt. We'll go with that anyway. Say it with confidence and nobody knows the difference. And the winner, with a score of 24.21 to go with his lowest ERA. Congratulations, Reese Olsen. And now it's time to acknowledge this season's best hitter. And again, there is a formula we use to determine this, which is again down in the description below. And in third place with a score of 24.96, it is our all-star Dansby Swanson. In second place with a score of 31.71, it is Mr. Consistency Nico Horner. But the winner with a score of 50.69, it is once again the rookie sensation, William McQuaid. And now it's time to acknowledge this season's Golden All-Star, the MVP, as voted by you watching at home. There were 2 players nominated. Obviously, there can only be one winner. And with the majority of the vote, we're talking 60-70%. Congratulations. I should probably get the exact number, but let's go with 74%. Doesn't matter, does it? The winner is Dansby Swanson. Well done. Well done. Okay, I've just been told, Dansby, it was 88% of the vote. So well done to you, mate, and the rest of the winners this evening. And yeah, it's been a good night. It's been a poor season, let's be honest, but we've got the crab in charge now, and I'm sure things will look up next season. Thank you for everybody who's come out this evening. Thank you for you watching at home. I hope you enjoy the rest of your night, and I'll see you next season at Wrigley. It's going to be a busy off-season. We will be better, or I'll be sacked. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, and good night. Alright, so end of season awards are done, and the Minnesota Twins are the World Series champions 4-1. They absolutely spanked St. Louis in the World Series, and St. Louis was quite impressive in getting there, only dropping, 3 games to get to the World Series. So, yeah, well, you've got to say the Twins have done quite well there, haven't they? So well done to them. Now, we do have, obviously, some end of season stuff to deal with here. Starting with Drew Smiley. Now, he has decided he would like to stay on for another year. We get the choice of whether we want to pay him $10 million or we just want him to go away. And I can assure you that we want him to go away. So that is excellent. That saves some more money. End of season goals here. Well, we weren't great, if we're completely honest. But we'll take what we get. McQuaid is a fine prospect, there's no doubt about that. And I think really what we've got to look forward to now is next season. So play close to 500. I would be devastated if we didn't do that next season. We've got to improve our on-base percentage, acquire a Gold Glove winner. Well, we'll see how we can do on that front. Increase the attendance. I mean, if we put the admission down a little bit, that should help with that, shouldn't it? Final balance of 26 million. Maybe we can't put the the admission down. Bring in more of our draft players. I mean, that will happen in time, and keep building on to reach the playoffs in the next 3 seasons. So we'll keep working towards that. We've got a new budget here. We'll go and check that momentarily. Players retiring doesn't really affect us. We've got some personnel leaving, which is all fine. It's no one that we didn't want to leave. End of season top prospects list is published there. We've got Colby Backus. Now, I think we drafted him just this year, didn't we? So the number 6 prospect at center field, where we probably don't really need him with Russell Crowe Armstrong there, of course. Off-season begin, which means arbitration begins. Secondary roster size is now 42 players, which will help us a little bit, I suppose. Certainly avoiding players going off on Rule 5 draft. But let's have a look at what we can do here, or what we are going to do with arbitration. Okay, so let's have a look here. Do we want to keep Alzole? I'm willing to let him go, I think. Hewer, I'm willing to let him go, but I'll try and trade for him, I think, before I do that. Who else we got here? Brandon Hughes, we'll keep him. Justin Steele, $3 million. he's had a good year and a bad year, so I guess we just kind of see what we get there. Rowan Witt can go. Edwin Rios, 3.8. To be honest, he wasn't particularly good this year. He's very, very much like a poor man's Vega if you watch the Tigers series, where he hits home runs and that's kind of it, but I don't think he hits enough of them to be considered sort of a decent long-term prospect for us. Horner, we will keep. Madrigal, I think I'm going to try and trade. Rojas at 30 might be someone we look to try and trade. Smiley and Stroman can both bugger off. That's absolutely fine. And the free agents down here with that's all fine. The minor leaguers we've kept who we want to keep, and we will let the rest go, really. So what do we have in terms of money to spend then? So total money available is 37 million. Money for extensions is 48. So total money available, I'm assuming, is therefore free agent money, which will be nice to have. We can go shopping with that, can't we? So we'll go on towards free agency now and see what we can do. I mean, the pitching was the strong point, even though we don't really have any star pitchers and Stroman leaving. The weakness is the batting. So I think ideally we'd like to strengthen there through free agency if we can. But yeah, well, we'll see what's available. All right, so we have some Major League Baseball awards, starting with the Golden Glove. You can see the American League winners there. But if we go to the National League, then we will see that we have a Gold Glove winner. Thomas Nido, our catcher, is the Golden Glove winner. And this is as good a time as any to tell you he did sign his extension, but he signed it for less than he was actually initially asking for. So $3.9 million a year, a 3-year deal, which will take him to 33. And yeah, I think that's an absolute, as it turns out, Gold Glove winner as well. That is an absolute star of an extension for us to get, I think. So let's have a quick look. The reason that I was just sort of went in for him just before he won the Golden Glove was this. If we go to fielding stats, now this is not necessarily something I look at very often, but I know catcher ERA is something that I've been told to look at, and a lot of these numbers here looked impressive. So I'm not surprised that he's won the Golden Glove, and yeah, I think he's going to show us that he is going to be worth every penny of that $3.9 million a year. So let me know what you think of that, but I'm happy to get that done, and even more so now he's the Gold Glove winner. Now, reliever of the year is next. Now in the American League, it went to Cleveland Guardian Sam Henkes, I don't know how you would say that. So well done to him. And the National League, it went to Caleb Ferguson. Now we've had him a couple of times, I think. Never too much success, but no Cubs anywhere there in the amongst the top people. Platinum stickers next. Could McQuaid be an outside chance as DH? So the American League winners, there they are there. I don't think there's any real surprises, I wouldn't have thought. The National League, let's go and have a look here. And I don't see any Cubs. If we go down... Oh, well, William McQuaid did get it. So well done. He got the Silver Slugger of his designated hitter. Absolutely brilliant. What a rookie season that has been. And, well, I dare say he'll be adding Rookie of the Year to his accolades very shortly, because that is up next. And he's got to be a shoo-in, doesn't he? So in the American League, it went to Jorge Enzondo of the Orioles. If we go and have a look here, it went to, Ellie De La Cruz. Now, he was quite good whenever we played him. McQuaid is second. But he's very, very unlucky to have a very, very good rookie in the same class there. So, yeah, that's disappointing for McQuaid. But I guess we'll have to do with a Silver Slugger, won't we? All right, Manager of the Year is next. Minnesota Twins manager, surprisingly, has won for the American League. The National League, it goes to the San Francisco Giants manager, Gabe Kapler. So well done to him. Next up, it is Cy Young. So in the American League, it is Cole Irvine of the Orioles that has won it, ahead of Gilbert, Kirby, and Marley. And if we go and have a look in our league, it is Blake Snell of the Padres, ahead of Ohtani and Manoah. And I don't see any Cubs on that list, which is maybe a little surprising. We don't have anybody sort of down towards the bottom there. But anyway, let's have a look now for MVP. And in the American League, it went to Andre Jimenez of the Guardians, quite comprehensively as well. And in our league, it was San Francisco Giant, Shohei Ohtani. A Giant these days he is. And yeah, again, I'm not going to suspect that we see any Cubs there. Of course we don't. But again, that's to be expected, I suppose, isn't it? So that's all the Major League Baseball awards. We'll be coming up to arbitration hearings and then free agency. Hi, Toronto. It's Aussie Villain. I'm good. Look, I'm just shopping Alizé around if you're interested. Yeah, I mean, he's done well for me out of the bullpen. He wouldn't be a terrible pickup for you. Okay, you are interested. All right, who would you be offering? You sure? I mean, Alizé's not that good. Oh, and you'll keep half his salary. All right, everybody, welcome to the Chicago Cubs, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. I don't know what Toronto was doing. Alzolay, who has been a bit of a bullpen pitcher, nothing more, nothing less. If I remember, I'm too excited to to do it right now. But if I remember, I will show you him. Toronto wanted to get rid of Vlad. That's the only explanation. Now, he is coming up on a massive deal, but they're keeping half of it. So it's not that bad. It's brilliant. A first baseman, Edwin Rios, can go off to wherever he wants now. He will become a free agency when salary arbitration hearings are done because we don't need him. It's that simple. And yeah, if we have a look at his contract, now, like I say, it is a big one. 39 million going up to 47 after that. But we're only going to be paying half of it, which means that, you know, we're getting a very good player for the salary of a very good player. You know, for, I don't know, what's that, 24 million, 24.5 million, no, 23.5 million. I mean, for Vlad, that's a pretty good deal, isn't it, for 5 years? So I think we've done absolutely exceptionally here. And the Jays, they've been taken up the river, haven't they? This is brilliant, brilliant news for us. Now, the rest of the arbitration hearings, actually, I'll show you Azole. This is him here. I mean, he's a decent bullpen pitcher, certainly nothing more than that. And we've got one of the best hitters in baseball, so absolutely stoked. Now, we do have arbitration hearings as well. So Nico Horner has got 8 million that we offered him, which is good. Rojas has got 5.7. We've got Justin Steele on 3 million, which is okay. Brandon Hughes on 1.2, which is fine. If we go up here, Nick Madrigal gets 2.8, which is fine. And Hoya on 1.4. I almost just released him as well, but we probably will release him eventually anyway, to be honest. But there we go. That is salary arbitrations done, which means free agency is coming up momentarily. All right, so these are the free agents. Juan Soto would be the dream, wouldn't he, at 41 million? We'll struggle to get that done, having just signed Vlad. But yeah, there's a couple of interesting players there. Hendricks is up again, but yeah, he says he's impossible to sign anyway, so that's not going to happen. I said I wanted to strengthen the hitting, which I feel like we've done. So now I don't know necessarily we need to do too much. So we'll have a look through here, see what we can do. In terms of the finances, there is a little bit of money to spend. So we've got just over 11 million for free agencies, and we've got 42 million for upcoming extensions. Now, do we have anybody upcoming? So the main one, it would be Nico Horner, who I would like to keep. To be honest, he's a very good defensive player, but we'll wait and see. 9.5 million is probably about fair for him, but it's not the end of the world if we don't keep him. But, you know, we've got so much money to spend on extensions that we could do it and not really have to worry about it. So, yeah, let me leave this with me, and let's see what else we can get done now during the rest of the off-season up to spring training. Alright, it is Rule 5 draft time, and there is one player that I would very much like to get. It is Carlos Durant here, a 23-year-old Dominican closer. He is currently with the Dodgers, or their organization anyway. I think he would be a very, very useful player to bring into our bullpen, and if we get him Rule 5 draft, even better, isn't it? So let's go and see if we are able to get him. Now, we do have the 8th round pick, so we'll wait and see if he's still available for us. And we've lost Caleb Killian. I'm not unsurprised by that. But if we look at in AAA, he's never really set the world on fire. So I suspect we might get him back soon. But that is that. If we go back to the draft, is our man available? He is. So we will go and take him. Thank you very much, game. And he will become a Cub. So there we go, Carlos Duran is a Cub, and now we get him, we can see he's not quite as good as advertised, so he might be coming back fairly quickly, but it's cost us nothing if he does, so that's absolutely fine. We'll give him at least the spring training. Oh, hi, it's Aussie Villain. Good, mate, good. Look, I've got a trade proposal for you. Yeah. Well, look, I'll send you, say, a Suzuki, and you can send me Juan Soto. Why can't I trade with free agency? So we may not have been able to trade, say, a Suzuki to free agency, which is a bit of a shame, but we have done a trade that involves Nico Horner going to the Dodgers. Now, I ummed and ahed quite a lot about this one. He's a very good defensive player, but specifically at second base. But his bat was not good last year. It wasn't particularly outstanding the previous season, either our first season here. So, and we have Nick Madrigal, who can do a similar thing with the bat, albeit not quite as good defensively. So, we've given him up. He's a free agent end of the year anyway. So in place of him, we've got ourselves starting pitcher Dustin May. Now, he is also a free agent end of this year, but we know that we have money for extensions, which we don't necessarily have for free agents, so we should be able to keep him if we want to. He's an extreme ground ball pitcher, which sort of helps with the way that the rest of our pitching staff is, which isn't something I've usually paid that much attention to be honest. But if we have a look at his career to date with the Dodgers, we can see here his major league career. He has a career ERA of 3.52. That's from 102 games, 90 of which have been starts. A career ERA plus of 121. A career WHIP of 113. So he's been very, very good for them. So I do think, although pitching was necessarily a weakness for us, I mean, it can only help, can't it? It can only help having him around. And yeah. Let me know what you think of that one in the comments. But I think instantly our starting rotation looks a little bit better now. We've got sort of our headline guy. And yeah, well, with Vlad Jr. coming in, the bats instantly look stronger as well. Vlad and McQuaid, 3 and 4 this season could be huge, couldn't it? But anyway, we'll keep seeing what we can do here. But yeah, that's a big piece of the puzzle, I think. Okay, just a quick update of our international amateur free agent that we signed, Alfredo Fuentes, a very good, potentially anyway, very good starting pitcher. So let's hope that he comes through with those those potentials, and it will be huge. This, if you are interested, if you have name in the game rights for the if you're a patron or channel member, then this guy is fair game. So let me know if you'd like him, and we can get him renamed just like we did with William McQuaid. And yeah, you too can be a Dominican Republic, hopefully, superstar pitcher of the future. Okay, so we are at spring training, which brings us to the end of the episode today. Maybe not as many signings as I would have liked, but certainly I think we've made 2 big improvements. So this is the lineup right now as I see things. So we'd be looking at Kevin Made playing second base. Now, he does have a very good, potentially a very good defensive rating there. In fact, we'll go and set him to be the second baseman. And hopefully through spring training, that will improve sufficiently. Whether he leads off the batting or not, I guess, is debatable. Pete Crow Armstrong batting second. He's finished last season well in center field. Vlad Jr. bats third at first. McQuaid designated hitting at 4. What a potential duo they are. Dansby Swanson, shortstop, batting 5. Bellinger in left field, batting 6. Suzuki, I tried to trade him. I've tried everything to get rid of him. I can't. Whether or not he is even in the team in right field, you know, Brennan Davis could come back in. Well, spring training will be a big influencer on who plays right field for us this year. And of course, Bellinger could play right field and somebody else play left as well. Rojas and Triantos, one of them will play third base. Might even depend on what pitcher's on, left and a right-hander. Nido, extended contract signed, will be the catcher. And if we look at the starting rotation, Dustin May, number 1. I mean, but the numbers could change. But Chris Clark, who's always done well, ignore the star rating. He's always done well for us. Ben Brown, his second season in the majors. San Martin, who did well, ERA of under 4 last season. And then the last spot is probably up for grabs through spring training between Ronnie and Enriquez, who says right now is a 1-star pitcher. But I mean, considering ERA of was under 3 for most of the last season, and Nidat, well, he played a couple of games last year, ERA of 2.65. So one of them will sort of be the 5th starter, is the way I'm envisioning things right now. So let me know what you think. We do have a few injuries of players you can see there that are out for a little bit longer term, but like I say, we'll go through spring training. I'm fairly happy with it. Yeah, I think I'm going off of pitching performances maybe more so than star ratings right now and attribute ratings, but the performances have been brilliant, so there's not really, I don't think, a need to change it. It could be that things are horribly wrong this season, though, and we just look really short in pitching, but let's hope that's not the case. If you've enjoyed that, guys, thumbs up, subscribe if you're new. I'll see you next time for opening day. And opening day, once again, will be against Cincinnati. We'll be in Ohio for that one. So let's hope it'll be the first time we see Vlad in a Cubs shirt. Let's hope he makes it a good one. Take care.